Is this not the kind of fasting I have chosen?
To loose the chains of injustice,
to untie the cords of the yoke,
To set the oppressed free,
and break every yoke.
Is it not to share your food with the hungry,
and to provide the poor wanderer with shelter, when you see the naked to clothe them,
And not to turn away from your own flesh and blood?
then your light will break forth like the dawn, and your healing will quickly appear.
if you spend yourself in behalf of the hungry,
and satisfy the needs of the oppressed.
then your light will rise in the darkness,
And your night will become like the noonday.
I led teams for 6 years on spring break trips. Fortunately, I've been involved in a couple of church services here at this place. It actually seems very familiar to me, very similar to what I've experienced at church back home, but just with a native flair to it. And we're seeing a lot of active participation by the native population, which is one of the primary targets for the ministry, is to establish a native church, and it looks like there's good progress being made. Here they're free to play and have a good time, and it's a home away from home for them.
You want down? Okay.
I liked it when I first come around and got baptized and people took me in. I like helping out in youth group. Been a couple of years, almost going on 3 years now, being here. And I like it and sort of interacting with the kids more, sort of like that. You see a lot of kids' faces that happy to be here. And, like people that are welcoming. Chris always welcomes when they come in the door. It's a pretty nice feeling, and I like to see that a lot. Church helps me out. I come when they need me, and I come when I need them.
So we're at the house of Big Mike, and he has someone who lives with him on the property, John, who we just met. And we're building a wood shed, and we're also splitting wood.
My mom is happy that they can do the wood shed, split the wood, clean the yard somewhat. And I like it too, because I like the people, talk to them. I think it's pretty good that they come around and help people like us.
After about an hour or two, John came up to our group and said, "Hey, I just want to ask you guys, why are you here? What, you guys are coming from the East Coast, took a lot of money, a lot of resources, a lot of time to come here, and you just want to understand why we would make that trip, why we make that sacrifice." And we had the chance to tell him it really grows out of the fact that we're loved a lot by Christ, and that love then compels us to love our neighbor well. And so we thought this would be a great chance to come out and love our neighbor.
I saw the desert wind tear across the wilderness. I felt it blowing off the page. My teacher told me, son, always remember this. And I've always been afraid. I read about the God of Moses roaring in the holy cloud. It shook my bedroom window pane. I did not understand then, I do not understand now. Don't expect you to explain. You've been a mystery since the moment that I met you. cornerstone. You said to eat your flesh before you broke the bread and blessed it, before you poured the wine for every man. This is a hard, hard teaching. Can any man accept it? Can any sage here understand?
It was just good to see, like, up close the depth of the brokenness in some of these communities. That we had heard about that, like, coming in to the work sites, but it was good to just kind of be confronted with it and have to kind of wrestle through it and understand that the work that we're doing isn't to make some of those houses like perfect and new. It's to show them the love of Christ and to spread that.
Today we are demonstrating the correct and incorrect way to detach a limb from one's body.
I mean, it's all exhausting. It's an exhausting day to be out here, pouring yourself out physically and then pouring yourself out emotionally. I think it's two different ways to love, working with your hands, working to physically build up the structure that like supports the community, like the actual homes. Later, you're also building them up in a different way, and I don't want to overstate like what we're doing here. We're just here trying to pour out the love that God showed us back on these kids, back to this community, and it's just been a blessing to have that opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Darling, what's your hat? Which one? Which one? All right. Which one?
I see where you've been, stuck in your doubt.
Yeah, well, I rode the bus to get the kids both days, and it was just the second they got on the bus, they just had smiles. They didn't even know me, but some of them like hugged me and held my hand, and it was really awesome. And they just told me their names and asked me a bunch of questions. And then when we got to the park, there were kids already there. You could tell they just like went at it and were doing all the games and activities, and it was just like a place for a kid to be a kid for a couple hours, and it's just a place to laugh and not really worry about life stuff for a little bit.
Choices I knew I would
your mouth are no longer what's holding you down. All of the troubles that you push aside now are no longer your stories to tell. All of the words that never left your mouth are no longer what's holding you down. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home.
If God loves us, He's going to take care of us. He's going to protect us. He's going to provide for us. And He's going to be with us, right? That's right. That's one thing we see over and over again in the Bible. We especially see with Jesus, right? We see that Jesus loves us, and Jesus takes care of us, and Jesus is with us, right? So no matter what.
I think it's the sacred heart is a blessing to everybody. Whoever comes, they like it. They come back second, third time, and they seem to keep coming. You like that loving feeling from the church?
So strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so
Whoa!
My God, did rain.
It's raining?
No.
Yeah. All right, story time, guys. Head that way.